Okay, this is Desirous, here with, show you a few of my new arenas on WWE'13, the RCW Arenas. As you can see, this is the house show one, using the 98 Royal Rumble stage, venue size 1, and the Attitude Crowd. I use the Attitude Crowd for all of them. There's Kelly, do not miss her one bit. Still don't miss you. Get off my screen. Barbie Blank, what a fucking name. So here we are. As you can see, I've took the header and the wall away and just left the little tunnel piece. It's good because this is just a house show one. It's like for my little live event things that I do. And you know, I could have had that scrolling, but I didn't. It's really basic. Yeah, I kind of like it like that. It's, you know, not too big, not too flamboyant or anything. The logos have been altered slightly as well because the something with the colouring. I used the one with the bold outlines, and that's blue now instead of black. So, and I couldn't be asked going into it and just editing every little square thing. Here's the ring. I removed the cage effect off the sides, off the aprons, because it had like a mesh cage effect, fencing effect, and I took that off because it was like too much like rage in the cage, basically. So overall, this is a basic arena. It's, you know, nothing special, but I like the fact that we can make it as, what's the word, ordinary and understated as possible, as that the way it is. Your screenshots that you're gonna see. So it's not too bad for a live event, a house show type thing. It works. Ideally, they'd take the stage off. That should be an option next year, I hope. But you know, not too shabby. I don't think THQ's done a good job this year. I've heard there's been some issues with PS3. I'm an Xbox user, so it doesn't affect me, and I feel sorry for the PS3 users that have had to endure it. I haven't had many problems with the Xbox version. It's a lot better than last year's WWE 12. Only issues I've had a commentary, really. So we're going to show you the Heatwave one next, I think. Yeah. Now, venue size 1. I made a point that until a certain point in Universe, I'm going to keep the same stages that I've used previous, the WWE 12 stage, but just modify it a bit. Just, you know, bringing in new stages out of nowhere. I'm going to bring in new stages on the 2-year anniversary, because you know that's a significant event. But for now, you know, at end of May, that's where I am, and there it is. It's the same stage, but you know, it's more in keeping with its brand design, you know, orange and black. But yeah, going back to what I said about THQ, they've done a good job, and they got a patch out yesterday. Well, it was yesterday when I'm filming this, recording it, and you know, they're paying attention. I mean, I'm not THQ's biggest fan, but you know, credit to them, there's been problems and they've sorted it. I haven't had many on the Xbox, except for the audio, the commentary when a stable comes out, the representing the agents thing for non-stable members. It's just a bit weird. Hopefully that's dealt with. Other than that, everything's fine. So it's basic. This, you know, the Renegades and Revolution arenas will follow this basic formula until, you know, the time is right to change the stages. I've already got those arenas made up. I'm not showing you yet though. Lighting, I gave it orange lighting, orange and white. I mixed it up. The ring's the same. I didn't change. Well, you know, obviously the ring might be different in some respects. You know, maybe the logo isn't exactly the same as last year. Maybe the colours aren't exactly the same as 12's. But for the most part, as best I know, it's the same ring. Announce table, the same. I didn't modify any lighting or anything. I just you know, left it as is. If I'm with a really bright light, everything looks white and it looks a bit out of place. A few different screenshots. I tend to use screenshot 1 just because, you know, it's the first one. But there's some good options in there. And we're going to Renegade next, I think. Renegade's, the original Renegade ring was, it had the purple scheme, because that was the RCW colour, was purple, until I brought in Heatwave. Then the purple became Revolution only. So, and the RCW main colour became red, but I really liked the, again, same stage design. I really liked the whole black and yellow thing I had going on with the Renegade ring, so once I switched over. There's Mankind. Has 3 themes in Attitude Era mode, only 2 available in Create an Entrance. And there you go, there's the yellow. See, I tend not to, I'm a dark colour type of guy, you know. I like dark colours. However, I think, you know, having a kid kind of like brightens your mood a bit and consequently brightens your colour palette. I still like my blacks and red and dark blue and purple and stuff, but, you know, I'm open to different ideas, different colour schemes. I think that looks pretty nice. At the end I'll be showing you the next pay-per-view arena. Not much to talk about with this in Revolution really, they're basically the same kind of structure as you saw on WWE 12. Stage wise, same stage, different colour schemes to match the show. With pay-per-views, I've got my big 4, you know, like WWE has. I've got Uprising, which is my WrestleMania, I've got Summerfest, which is my summer show, Fight for Survival, which is my like Survivor Series type thing, and Renegade Rumble, which is my Royal Rumble. Summerfest will be it's going to be outdoors. Again, I'm not showing it yet, but it's quite cool arena. But that's going to be the first pay-per-view arena with a custom stage. Fight for Survival has its own stage. Renegade Rumble and Uprising have their own stages. They'll be the first 4 for this year. Rage in the Cage, the next one, has its own stage. But for the rest of this game year that I've got doing, the pay-per-views, with the exception of Fight for Survival and Summerfest, will have the same stage, but with their own different layouts, unique to that particular thing. Same stage structure though, as it was in 12. I don't want it to be a whole bam, we got new arenas thing, and this is Revolution. Triple H DX. He doesn't look any younger there, even though it was 15 years ago. It's because it's that creased forehead. Just, you know, he's never looked young. And there's a Revolution one. The shattered, you know, bullet hole through the glass effect on the back. Purple lighting. That was, those headers and the stage banners were originally red with the red RCW logo, but it just looked so out of place, so I just made it purple. Summerfest probably my favourite arena that I've done. I used a tribute to the Troops arena for that, and it's pretty cool. Different ring structure to last year, last Summerfest. The logo is more obvious, more visible as for starters, but the whole, you know, poolside cabana type thing that I've got going, that's still going, and it extends to the stage as well. So hopefully you'll like it. I do. The table is different, the announce table. I can't remember it being white before, but you know, I don't really like going on WWE 12 now. When I tried to record it all, but I had trouble with my capture card drivers and that because my computer died and I needed a new hard drive and the drivers just wouldn't reinstall. And I only just got it done a few hours ago. So, you know. And there you go, the different things. The next one I'm going to show you is the RCWA Arena. I'm rating over this, I've already done the video. So. The RCWA Arena, again, same stage structure, but I've took things out because it is the academy. I didn't want it being too big league, and the venue size is smaller, as you can see. I just didn't want it being too big league because it is just the academy where the rookies work. Some of them aren't rookies, some of them I've had on my games for years, but my main roster was decided, I rebooted everyone's careers. Like, none of the RCW guys, their careers, none of them carry on with the exception of BWA. There you go, I've took the walls out. Nothing moves, I've added logos to the stage. Just to give it a more minor league indie feel. I mean, it's not minor league, it's RCW's academy, but, you know. I kept the entrance, the Titantron in because all the RCW academy, last year they had entrance videos, so I thought I'll keep that in at least. Slight modification to the logo. There's actually the chain was part of the ring design, the apron design. I like the touch of the RCWA banners on the walls. I like that smaller crowd, as you can see. That's actually a part of the miscellaneous designs or something now, you know. And that's, you know, different. Took the header off as well. Wasn't necessary. I don't think it'd take this long to show some arenas, but you know, at least I'm thorough. Finally, the Bloodshed Arena, which is the next pay-per-view. Yeah, with the first WWE'13 videos I upload. Official ones anyway, I might upload a few exhibitions. Venue size 3, bigger crowd. Still the same stage design, but with a different look to it. You know, Uprising 2 didn't have a special stage. Anarchy didn't have a special stage, so until Summerfest, the next big pay-per-view, big 4, that's the way it'll stay. And there you go. A lot of blood. A lot of blood on the Minitron. A lot of blood on the stage. That's not blood on the screen, that's the Tron. Blood on the header. I just thought, you know, because the Bloodshed ring is like, you know, there's a lot of blood everywhere in the main arena area. So I thought I'd translate that to the stage. It's, you know, CSI'd have a field day there. Blood on the walls. There's blood everywhere. Stage. And the stage panels have blood on them. Well, a blood effect. It's not actually blood, is it? Otherwise, the first blood match would be pretty much over before it began. You're bleeding. No, I'm not. It's off the floor. And on the ramp. And the ring area. No blood on the mats, though. The ringside mats. Kept it off that side just so I could put an RCW logo in there. Bigger crowd. You don't really see it much there, but you know, crowd is bigger. Blood on the barricades. Looking at this, there's only the blood drops from the O's. But you know, looking at this arena, you think I've got issues. You wouldn't be wrong. Yeah, I don't know why I went for the city with that bit. I just did. And then some screenshots. You can see, let there be blood. And bloodshed we exsanguinate. It's in one of my promos. It's written though. Go to Facebook if you want to see it. If you don't want to see it, don't go to Facebook. And that's the place to keep on tabs with all the RCW stuff. It's on fake because I don't record the weekly shows. I only record the pay-per-views. But you know, there's a group. I've got my RCW group on Facebook. Facebook.com/Desirous. That's me. If you want to have me as a friend, and then you know I can put you in the group and whatnot. Don't even have to have me as a friend. You can still join the group. I think just look for Renegade Championship Wrestling. Open bracket RCW.com close bracket. I've done all that before though. See you later.